Fellas, lately I've been on the subject of oil, but I feel like on one of my recent videos I failed to make a very solid case of my belief as far as, yes, you need basic oil. You need your oil to cover your basics for your application. And lately this has been my test mule. That's what I've been using. I personally drive it. It makes it a lot easier for me to test. So one big thing, it seems like I failed to mention one of my recent videos about how this truck or this Power Stroke likes certain oil versus another one. And I'm actually surprised that certain of you guys are questioning, like, what the heck does oil have to do with your after treatment? Guys, it has to do a lot. Do some basic research how oil has been changing, and oil companies are really on a hunt with this after treatment stuff. Seems like, you know, every day we're progressing and dialing it in. But why did I open the hood? Oh yeah, you know, more and more companies are catching on about this and that. But I think part of the oil, the whole thing of evaporating rates and all that has a lot to do with the CCV. That's what I opened the hood. Guys, your CCV has a lot to do with your oil, right? So ventilation, Crankcase ventilation, that's what CCV stands for. And that's why I opened the hood. Anyway, so as that oil is being used, there's two things really going on. There's blow by, right? Your seals don't seal, or your piston rings don't seal 100%. So having that, you're gonna have to deal with vapors and whatnot. So as that gets sucked into the intake manifold, it has to be, it's its own recirculation. Kind of what the EGR is for the exhaust. This is for the intake, right? This is on the intake side. It recirculates, it doesn't pollute. Now, back to the second point, to the main point I missed to underline. Oil is good. Have your bases covered, right? That's where I left off a couple minutes ago. But your intervals is probably your biggest key here. I'll make another video about lifetime with the vehicle. Lifetime, guys, there ain't no lifetime. There's no oil that's a lifetime. Oil has its operation range, temperatures, dates, uses, cycles, you know. So it's the life of the vehicle, or the part, or the system or progress that it's not progress, but the system that's implemented, to let it be an engine, transmission, compressor, whatever. Understand your engine. I know all you guys aren't mechanically inclined, and it's kind of hard to tell. Use data. Use real world data. It's not rock science. I think it's called Black Labs. Just take a little sample and send it off. They will tell you what you need to know. You don't need to be a scientist. Hell, I ain't no scientist either. Some things I could see facts and proof, and other things it's a feel-good process. Like I told you, 5,000 miles is where I'm running this Power Stroke. For some reason, that's all I'm willing to do. Where my last Power Stroke, we were running a 10 to 15 kind of bracket. We shot for 15, but we weren't shy to change it at 10. Then my Power Stroke, or excuse me, my Cummins, shoot, I ran those things 15, 20,000. If you're new to the channel, I got a bunch of units. This isn't a one-man operation, okay? I got a bunch of units I'm testing stuff on. It's just, in my case, this is my current test mule. You know, this is what I personally drive. I don't know for how long I'll be driving this thing, but the point is, this is what I'm testing my products with now. So everything changes. Most of my fleet is Cummins. Nah, that's a false statement. 100% of my fleet is Cummins, so let that. Anyways, so this manufacturer says 15,000 miles. I just don't feel it. Yes, it's my money, it's my time, and I'm doing 5,000, and I'm probably gonna do 5,000 mile intervals till this thing hits 30,000 miles, and then we're probably gonna change up the oil to 540. A little bit more to break down, and hopefully this engine's broken in. And then we'll go to 540 and attempt. First oil change is going to be a 5,000. Do my analysis and probably go to 7.5, 8,000 miles on the next one. But that's a video for another time. Biggest thing, guys, understand your vehicle. If it's a diesel, they're really sensitive to the after treatment plugging up. The after treatment gets the short end of the stick on most of the systems. Okay, you're running bad intake filter, the after treatment is suffering. You're running bad oil, the after treatment is suffering. You know, the bad oil filter, which wears out your engine, your after treatment is suffering. You're doing bad cycles, you know, a bunch of start stops, your after treatment is suffering, guys. One of the biggest telltale signs, right? Yesterday and today I was around town. Look at that, 45%. This truck is having it rough. I'm putt-putting around yesterday and today. Yeah, just around town. That's what happens. It gets plugged. When I'm on the interstate, the way it's set up right now is, you know, that oil, intake filter, all this and that, and it stays clean. Matter of fact, guys, I'm testing, I've been asked this thing hundreds of times. Hot Shot Secret fuel additive. I'm gonna make a video soon. I've tested that product. Boy, do I have a lot of things to say. More like nothing. I don't know, man. I was so disappointed with that product. That's a video for another time. I'll share it with you here shortly on that product. But yeah, guys, you know, sometimes I go in and beyond. Like on the Cummins, you're supposed to do 15,000. I'm doing 1520, and it seems to be just fine for us. Besides the 22s, but I never ran the 22s that far. I've tried 5,000 mile intervals. 22s, they still grade like popcorn at 100,000. Anyways, as a bare minimum, where I was going, if you're not in with the mechanical side of things, do half, guys. I do half on my Escalade, and that's a gas power. That's a different, but it's still a motor, right? I don't do 7,500, 4,000 miles. Now I'm running AMSOIL. I'll do 5,000. I feel pretty comfortable with AMSOIL 5,000. And it's not just I feel comfortable. All of a sudden I'm running some pretty oil, right? You could tell the oil stay keeping its crap together. Not only is it, you know, the black aspect, hey, it looks burnt. You know, it might not even burn. It might be doing its job cleaning your engine. Your engine is really dirty, so that's why it's becoming black. But also the feel, you know, when you feel your oil, that's my personal test. You know, it looks like money and it feels like junk. You know what I mean? Black oil. Crude oil is often referred to financial wealth, right? You're pumping oil, then default, dude's doing well, right? If he's pumping oil out of the ground. Anyways, as always, fellas, may the Lord bless you. May y'all mighty fine day. Sorry that I'm all over the place, but point of this video, if you don't know, you don't feel, at least do half of what the interval is, the manufacturer says. Because at 100,000, your engine's done, and it's not their problem. That was not the intended lifetime of the engine. You know, in this case, I think these guys say 60,000 miles. That's the life of this engine. Did you get 60,000, sir? Yes or no? Yes. What else are you? You know, you're at 100. That's almost double. It's like, boy, man, I wish you paid the money for that truck and then asked me if I'm happy with 100,000. No, 100,000, I'm not fine with that. I need this thing to do X, Y, Z, and it's far, multiple times over 100,000. So, I'm talking about mileage. So, yeah, guys, as always, God bless you. Have a mighty fine day, and I'll do my best I can. I'll make some room in my shop and keep pumping out videos that have been on my heart. As always, ciao.